All right, we're recording now. What's good?
Who's using this mic?
I am.
I'm gonna start a timer.
What's good, Gangarino?
I'm gonna start a timer. Siri, put the cookies in for 30 minutes.
Yes,
Siri has
Siri.
arms. She can put the cookies in.
Who gets Siri arms?
Dude, podcast. It's been a while.
Are we gonna add the pre-podcast talk where we're just talking about random stuff?
I thought that was part of the podcast.
Okay.
We're gonna show you guys the fucking Last Supper that we did on Corbin's White.
No, we're gonna describe it. 'Cause
Oh.
you guys can't see
Oh, you're
it.
right.
So
No, I was
first
gonna
off-
like zoom in the camera lens.
Well, they can't see it.
Oh, the
fine.
audio listeners, you're right.
They can't see
So-
If you're an audio listener, I hate you. This is what it looks like.
So we
Here we have Among Us in the back.
Wait. Where should we start? Left to right?
Yeah.
All right. So first we have
That.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, that,
With,
right,
and
yeah,
he's
that.
saying it'll be $8 because of me and because of Twitter.
$8.
And then next we have Alex Jones.
He's a guy. He's pretty kooky, man. He's pretty.
He
pretty
has
zany.
very big titties
Yeah, this guy
and
is.
arms.
Is that Andrew?
What?
Like a stick
Jesus?
figure? Stick figure.
No, that's
That's Jesus.
That's Jesus. Why is he white?
He's bald. How am I? What do you mean?
What?
What?
What are you talking
How am I
about?
supposed to draw a race with a green
You're
marker?
right. You're right. That's Keemstar next to him, right?
Saying ah.
Yeah. 'Cause that's all he does. He just fucking yells all day.
That is a good point.
And then-
Because
And then we have Michael Myers.
Yeah, he got a knife for killing.
He's killing Andrew Tate.
Yeah, and he is currently saying his one good take. His only good take. Which is fuck NFTs, I'm not a dork.
His only-
That's his best take.
And then we have Kanye
Double
over
take.
there Ye in the White Lives Matter shirt. R.I.P. Kanye, man, I miss him. Fuck Ye. And then there's the Among Us in the back with the
With
bloodshot eyes and the gun. And then we got up on the Among Us's backpack, we got the Da Vinci twins.
Saying dissociate.
we need to get him on the
And then,
podcast.
yeah, and then up there we got fuck bitches get money. That's definitely not him. I don't know why it's attributed to him. No, but anyway, we're back.
Crooked as fuck.
Yeah. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's artistic.
We crooked.
It's the Schneider
crooked.
vision.
Snyder's
Yeah. So, what do we want to talk about?
Crooked.
Good banter, guys.
You know, we gotta keep an idea. We can't keep
Capitalism?
We can't.
Capitalism.
We gotta.
I love capitalism.
We gotta keep talking because like the audio listeners, they don't know what's going on if we start like just doing.
Shout out
weird
to
shit.
Jeff Bezos.
Shout
That
out
is
Jeff
my
Bezos.
favorite guy
Never
ever.
did nothing wrong.
Shout out Menards.
Shout out to Bill Gates.
Menards?
The company?
Yeah.
What did Menards do?
Shout out Myers.
Yeah. I like to shop at
Shout out
Meijer.
Wheat Thins while we're at it.
Oh,
Shout out Cobers. They'll have no idea.
Shout out to... I'm trying to think of something to contribute to the bit. I can't think of shit.
Shout out Nestle.
It's true. Shit, who else is bad? Shout out,
Kanye.
China.
Elon Musk. That's a relevant guy. Fuck Elon Musk.
Never
Kanye.
did nothing wrong at Twitter.
Shout out to Sneeko.
Oh, God.
I don't know if I want to. That's too far.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't
Fuck
think so.
Sneeko.
Yeah,
Fuck Sneeko.
honestly.
Sneeko, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Genuinely.
I'll fight you.
Sneeko, accept someone's boxing match, please.
Except
I wanna
for
see-
my boxing match.
No.
All of
Why?
us.
Because people have called him out and he won't accept them.
Because he's a pussy. He's a little bitch.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Have you
You
seen
come
him?
on,
He
you're
talks
a real
all
man.
this shit about being big strong alpha male.
He's not.
Oh, I'm
No,
big-
not alpha.
Gideon
That's
did-
two. That's two below him.
Oh yeah,
Gideon
that's
did
right.
make him bleed. I don't know if you saw that.
Really?
Yeah, he did. They got into like I think they got into like
Gideon?
yeah, then they got
That one. That guy?
I think they got into like a wrestling match on stream and he made him bleed.
That's
Because
crazy.
Sneeko is a
He's
fragile,
not-
frail
is-
little baby
Is
bitch.
Sneeko strong?
No,
He doesn't have arms.
he is scrawnier than me. which is saying something.
I would, yeah, because in like some podcast he was on, like he was like waving his arms, and he like had the same structure as me.
Yeah.
I was like, bro.
I'd say even worse than you, because like, I think he's shorter than us too. So all the proportions are.
Short.
Yeah. So all the proportions are.
yeah.
All,
Hey, search that right now. Really?
Last night I was. They don't know what's going on, but yeah. Oh shit!
yeah,
I guess
bro,
live
you're
commentary.
really
Guys, gotta get
Bro,
what's
up, bro?
he's getting.
Gideon's about to fuck them up, bro.
Oh shit!
Get
We're
some-
gonna put it
they're-
like
they're
right
going on the
here.
bed, they're going on the
fucking-
bed,
they're fucking.
Oh, they're having sex.
Sneeko,
Oh,
Sneeko,
dude.
I thought you were against the gays.
Oh shit!
Sneeko, this is pretty gay of you.
Dude, Gideon's pretty big actually. He's packing.
I would search how tall Sneeko is.
I would bleed from taking all that too. Goddamn.
Yeah, man.
No lube or
No,
anything.
they're
Oh,
nice. Good.
The sex thing was a bit, by the way. They didn't actually have sex.
No, they did.
You're right.
That's why he was having a nosebleed.
Oh, right.
He's like the anime.
Does that actually happen
In
Wow.
anime? I don't know.
in real life?
No. I
Wow.
don't think so.
I know it happens in anime.
I don't. You know what? I'll test it.
Get horny right now.
No.
Think about whatever you're into.
Women.
And give us a vivid description of everything about it.
Women.
Sip that again really loudly into the mic. Oh yeah.
You know what? While we're at it, let's get something going on over here.
Oh, on the green screen?
Yeah, what's happening
going
over
on
here?
here?
Oh, Kanye!
yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, just let me pull you aside for a second. I need you to call me with like everything. I need you to just sit quietly and you can stay. Okay?
Wait, do we
He's
actually?
just gonna chill out there for
Kanye,
the
what's
rest
your
of the.
opinion on this? And then I want you, while you're editing this, to just put in the entire Alex Jones interview. That's how we make this podcast longer.
Like, do you actually think, like, do you think he's actually gonna get help? Because how many years has it been
Nope.
since he's
I
been
don't
on this
think so.
rampage?
Listen,
Because it's been like 2018 since he's done this shit.
Listen, my opinions on the Kanye thing, I've been like relatively quiet-ish publicly on like social media and stuff about it. It's not because I'm like trying to like dismiss it. I just want to be clear about that. I have a video I'm working on. Kanye is part of it. It's like
Another video?
yeah.
Is it actually
No, it's the
coming
same
out?
video actually.
Wait, which
Kanye's
video?
just part of it now.
Of
It is
what?
actually gonna come out.
Okay.
What
I'm,
video?
I'll tell you.
I don't think you told me about this.
I think I did.
I know your thing where comics is cringe, but I don't remember
Oh.
the one about.
I don't know if that's
Those
gonna be
things.
main channel content. I might just like throw that together and slap it on the Poop Shitter 69 channel.
Alright.
But anyway, yeah, I got a video. It's sort of in that format of my last main channel upload, of just like a bunch of things all in one video, so I can talk about these things that are like loosely related. And Kanye's like part of that, and one of the topics I want to talk about that tie into each other. But anyway, I want to make it clear, I do not condone
You should title it.
anything
You should title it.
that he's been saying.
You should title it. Kanye West plays Fall Guys.
Yeah.
And
That's gonna be the title now, and this clip is gonna be the intro to that video. Yeah.
Because, like, well, it's just like, I see everyone saying he needs to get help. But,
Which he does.
But yeah, but it's like, how many years has he been doing this shit? Like, he's like, it's just like, you know, because I feel like people are forgetting. Remember Slavery's a Choice and all that
Yeah.
shit, like,
Yeah.
years ago?
What was that?
That was 2018. And
Yeah.
he's been like this since then.
I don't remember that.
Well, no, I do think it's gotten worse.
It has. It
I
just
like the
keeps getting
slavery
worse.
was a choice thing. That was bad. Don't
That
get
was
me
really
wrong.
fucking bad.
But this is definitely
It's way worse. Yeah, absolutely.
But like it
Because
is
he's just saying, like, Nazis did nothing wrong, basically.
Yeah, no.
It's like...
And he's like, okay, so I don't know how much you guys keep up with like, just like hip hop in general and like
Okay.
just the friendships between artists.
Okay.
But like he has been shutting out so many people that have been close to him for a while. Kid Cudi,
Yep.
Chance the Rapper.
Yep.
Kim is divorced from him now, which obviously everyone knows, but that's part of it.
You know what I hate that I know about this? Because I know through TJ Academics.
Damn.
I don't like him either. To be fair, I don't like
Yeah.
DJ Academics either. He's kind of a
Yeah.
he's kind of a cocksucker. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. But like everyone who Kanye has like historically been close with in the game has either like publicly had a falling out with him or we just haven't seen talk about him. So like it seems from the outside at least, and this is something I've said before on like Twitter, I think back when I had it, but it seems like he's just shutting out everyone who like actually cares about him and like pushing them all away. So like who's going to hold him accountable at this point? Who's going to like make sure he gets help?
Also,
It doesn't seem like anyone.
I don't think because. Also, Kanye, stop doing this too. You're making it awkward to listen to your music in public now.
Yes, that is the main concern. I don't care about Jewish people. I care about Kanye's music. As long as I can still listen to Graduation, he can say whatever he wants. Just don't come in the way between me and listening to Stronger by Kanye West. Or Devil in a New Dress by Kanye West. Or any song.
But yeah, I don't think he's gonna get help. That was just.
I want him to, because I still have so much love for him as an artist, and even as a person from like his earlier days. Like he used to be so like progressive in everything he stood for. He was rapping about how fucked up the fucking health system is in America, and like. He was one of the first actual allies to the LGBT community that hip-hop had.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, to now watch him go back on all that, seemingly for attention, it hurts not just from a perspective of, like, oh, this is hurtful shit that he's saying, because it is. And that's, like, not to dismiss that at all, but it's even worse because this is coming from a guy who, like, not only did so many people look up to, but they looked up to him for being the opposite of that. And it sucks. And I don't like it. And I miss Kanye and I hate Ye.
Yep. I think he's definitely going down the worst path in like Christianity specifically.
Elaborate on that.
It's
I don't see how a lot of, like, some of it I can see how it connects to Christianity, but how...
Because he brought that Bible with him to the Alex Jones podcast,
Did he?
right? Yeah, he brought one and he was putting his hand on it.
That was funny.
Oh, shit, I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and he was like, when they were tweeting and Alex Jones was about to say, like, death to the patriarchy or something, and then,
Death to the patriarchy?
No, not that. That's,
Okay, I was gonna say the base.
but and then Kanye was like, no death. No death. We don't do death. Say pray.
DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. That didn't
I
happen
like
anymore.
when he was like, yeah, and then after searches that, he's like, yeah, I like the Nazis. And Nash was like, listen, I'm not going that far.
I have always loved, like, the display of someone being worse by taking someone who is already fucked up and making them uncomfortable. I have always loved that.
It's like the make the devil quiver.
I've never seen Alex Jones so uncomfortable.
He was like, no, please.
It was like the. I said this to you guys earlier. It was like the times on the H3 podcast where he was doing like edgy shit that made people like Joji and iDubbbz, even them, uncomfortable because of the extent. Hey, focus, camera. Thank you. To the extent it was like making even them uncomfortable. I think that's funny.
It's really good. Anyway,
Like, not to say it's not harmful, but you know. Funny.
Yeah, I mean, with like, I think even like Alex Jones has something to say for everything. Well, this is the one time where he was just like
he literally just
shit.
He was like, oh god.
Slightly more.
Because I saw that part where he was like, he just started shaking his head, and he's just like. Anyways, we're gonna probably cut to.
Yeah.
Anyway, we gotta cut to an ad here.
Oh, great job, Kanye. Great job making Alex Jones, out of all people, uncomfortable. He's making Trump upset. Like, I thought that was like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check what Trump said.
Because Trump says he's going. He said he's like Kanye saying some crazy shit, basically.
Yeah.
Because like that's like what? That's like wasn't like Kanye his biggest supporter or whatever.
Yeah. Maybe not his biggest, but like definitely up there. Yeah. Like it was a big proponent. point. But
I had a moment notes. Keep doing them.
okay, I don't want to talk about Kanye for the entire podcast because
It's
making
better
me
than
all
talking about
sad.
superheroes.
It is.
I don't want to talk
But-
about superheroes in fucking podcast.
I don't want to either. I want to steer clear of that completely.
Trump retweeted himself, a clip of himself, and said "so true." I just want to keep that out there on Truth Social. He retruthed it.
He retruthed it.
You're still on Truth Social?
I check it once in a while just to see what Trump's up to. I like to keep tabs on him.
Dude, you should get Mastodon.
Why is that long? Number one, that is a long name.
Mastodon?
Yeah, call it Mass. We're Catholic now.
Okay.
Hey guys, we're going to Mass. It's just
I
a
will
bunch of
say
people
though,
scrolling Twitter.
Kind of the Kanye thing. The memes that have come out of it are fucking hilarious.
I love
That's
them.
true of anything, though. The internet will make memes out of
I
whatever
love
the
how
fuck
it's
happens.
like I love the Call of Duty team matchup
Yeah.
where it's like
Yeah.
all the 5 guys on the
Yeah.
show.
I love those memes where it's like the Kanye performance in 2023. It's literally just playing fucking the Nazi shit while he's
Yeah.
performing.
Yeah.
Or the Hitler epic rap battle over it.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's so now it's like when he said, "Well, let's do it in public." I have to do this. Okay, I can listen to it. Like
Yeah.
you know, I have to look around.
Yeah. I still want to stop talking about Kanye now, though.
Okay,
Okay.
Cool.
I will say this. Give it a mic.
Start talking
So-
about Kanye.
The reason he's going on the worst path on
Oh,
Christianity.
yeah, I asked you to elaborate on
So-
that earlier.
Yeah.
This,
what the-
this I will allow.
Christians have a bad, and there's a reason why the Karen thing exists, because this mostly has to do with bad interpretation of being Christian. So, especially with Yee,
Yee?
Yay. No, what is his name?
Yay.
Yee.
Yee.
Yay. So,
It's short for Kanye. How did you get Yee from it?
I thought it was Jesus. Unironically, I think, didn't Alex Jones say that?
Well, he has a. Well, I mean,
I thought that was a thing.
he has a. album.
Anyway.
That's really funny. that
So
you thought
anyway-
that. I'm gonna make fun of you for that.
No, I think his name's Jesus.
Okay.
I think he changed it. Anyway, so
Yee.
Kanye has this really bad God complex
Oh, yeah.
where he thinks he is the one and only soldier.
Soldier.
For Christ.
Kind of like
Okay.
where he's like, God chose me to do this.
And it's
So,
like-
it's
yeah.
like kind of like what Andrew Tate tried to do. He was trying to do when Andrew Tate was still like on the internet, not like before he got banned or whatever. He was like when he was at the height of everything. That's when he was just starting to describe himself as too.
The God's only soldier.
Like
Yeah.
something like
It-
that. Like he was going on. Like he, and you know what? The funniest part is when we were talking making people uncomfortable. That made Sneeko out of all people uncomfortable. How the fuck
How
did you
did-
manage to make Sneeko uncomfortable?
That's crazy.
Andrew
Anyway.
Tate somehow
Oh.
made Sneeko uncomfortable.
That's crazy.
Really?
By making like the God complex thing. He's like, okay, maybe that was a little too much. He's like,
Really?
Because I was watching.
Show me that clip.
I
after
would have
this.
thought it would be the other way around. I thought like Sneeko at this point is probably worse than him.
I thought so because he was watching. It was like the Meat Canyon video.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was watching because I'm curious because I heard people say Sneeko gets
done
like
with this
mad at it or whatever.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go watch this. See if I give it a shot. Give it.
You'll
see
get
what
it back
says.
when we get back
And
to the channel.
Alright.
and then he was like, they were talking. They had the part where Andrew Tate was kissing himself and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's like, yeah. Listen, I know Andrew. Sometimes he does get a little too full of himself. Like when he was talking about the God that went to his God soldier or something like that. I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly. It was something about he was God something, and he's like, that was a little much. That was a
Yeah.
little far. I'm like, wow, you said something so crazy that you made Sneeko uncomfortable. How the
That is
fuck?
wild.
Like,
That is
that
crazy.
caught me off guard. I was like, wow, he actually said something against him. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah, where did I leave my drink? Hold on. I just
Anyway,
remembered I had
keep
it.
talking.
Explain about God complex.
So-
Kanye.
Especially with Kanye.
Uh-huh.
Found it.
If you're
Good.
in the Bible, it
I
says
found it.
the world will work against you and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
And especially with Kanye getting banned on all these, on like every platform, he's like, oh, the world's working against me. God's chosen me. I must go out and do this. And it's a really bad habit to just think you're the only one, because it's like,
Yeah.
bro, calm down. Because like half the stuff he says about the Bible isn't even true. And it was really annoying to listen to him because I'm like, that's not true.
See, and I feel like the thing is with some of those two, and I mean, I don't want to get too much into the religious thing, but like, I feel like stuff like that gives like people who are just normal with that shit, like religion or whatever, it gives them a bad rep. I feel like it really does, because when I'll admit, I'm one of those people who dealt that for a period of time. Because some of the people who'd be around there, I'll be like, well, fuck this religion shit, because this is annoying.
Yeah.
Because you mostly the ones you see out loud are the most annoying ones,
It's
like the
the
ones who
bad
shove it
ones.
down your fucking throat, or just like
Right.
keep you there so they could shove it down your throat and force you into something, or like
Yep.
the dude at the gym when he tried to force it down my throat.
Right.
That sounds horrible.
But it's what he's trying to do. You're going to tell that story on the podcast. You're going to tell that.
You know what? Because, okay, while you're editing, you do watch this all through when you edit this.
Mm-hmm.
You watch the whole thing through. Just
Yeah.
render out each clip while you're editing it.
Yeah, that's what I usually do with like my stream videos. but
So
I'll
we
just
got
do
so
that
we'll
for this,
so for editor Sam,
Mm.
let's finish all this Kanye thing. So you have a Kanye clip to add it to the
True.
Eclipse channel. So want to add anything about the religion thing?
Religious people need to chill out.
Depends,
And
because some of them are like the casuals that are fine. But
Yeah,
there's,
I'm
like, the ones that are
casual.
fucking crazy.
well, yeah, but the casual ones are like the ones that are already chilled out, so that's already fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's why it feels like it gives like the casual ones.
Don't be
bad
a
rap.
competitive religious.
Yeah, don't try and like prop yourself up as like the one true savior
Or-
of mankind. You're not Jesus.
It's like the priest thing. It's like
Yeah.
the Sigma
Yeah.
priest get. That's why people don't go to church or shit like that. It's because, you know. Yeah.
Right. And, like-
We're not going to elaborate on that because that's probably not what somebody should say on the internet. But
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's a little crazy. Yeah, but.
And it's a similar thing too to like okay. Part of this is just me trying to relate it to my own experiences, but part of this is also just me saying like this is how it looks like to any Christian who is acting like this. This is how you look. You know how there's like the regular vegans and vegetarians versus like people like the vegan teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, just crazy
Yeah,
ones.
the
yeah.
batshit crazy
Yeah.
ones. It's that. You
Yeah,
look like
it's
that. And every group of people with beliefs has people
that
like
one
this.
just wacko.
Yeah, who just like take it all in and are like fucking just dicks about it.
And then goes after people like, oh, if you're an atheist, I'm Christian, so that's like, oh, whoa.
Right. And
It's like, who gives a fuck?
It's like
Who
you're-
genuinely gives a
You
fuck?
clearly do not actually believe in this cause. You just want to like feel better than
you
other
want
people.
to
You
feel
want an excuse.
importance.
Yeah, you want an excuse to feel important. You are not doing this because you think, oh, this is a good thing to do. You're doing this because you think this will put me above other people. This will give me the morality card that I need to be able to like high road people. Because that's all these people do is they just steamroll people and be like, well, actually, I'm gonna do this. And that was the whole thing with like, remember anti-SJW internet from like
Yeah.
2017? That's all it was. And you know how many people that sent down like the alt-right pipeline?
Oh yeah.
Like the whole thing, it was like, oh, these anti-establishment SJW guys, they're coming for our way of life. And you would play the like most whack job clips of like people with like left-leaning beliefs and are like, this is what they're all like. Do you want to be that for the thing you believe in? No, you don't.
And like I'll probably just I guess we could I'll just end it off with saying like with the religion and shit like that, I can personally see I'm in like the whatever the fuck happens, right? I don't really have a specific belief. It's just I don't fucking know that much enough to know about.
Yeah, I'm in the
it's
same
just
boat.
like I can understand the atheist side, I can understand the Christian side. Like, they both have valid points.
I'm in the same boat.
Yep.
That-
He's, I don't think
I'm
he
not
is.
in the same boat. But
I was about to
Oh,
say.
yeah,
I'm chill.
I thought.
and I respect
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
You have good beliefs. They're not harmful to people, and so I approve.
I just chill out.
Good job, man.
I get a gold star.
You do. You get a sticker and a pat on the back.
What do we talk about now?
I'm gonna kick you out when you. You should cut it there. Cut that clip there.
And then Andrew leave the room for like 30 seconds, and then we'll talk about something without you for like a minute, and it'll be a funny bit, but then you'll come back in. Andrew, go.
Okay, bye.
And now we just gotta act like this. We're just having a regular conversation. What's a good
When does he
podcast?
come back?
Just like 3:58.
3:50. Oh, okay, in a minute. Okay.
So tell us that story about that time at the gym, man.
New clip.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start. What are we gonna call it? Corbin Crazy 101. The gym harassment experience.
Crazy 101 is Crazy 101 does is gay. What was the does Bruno Mars is gay? I'm gonna title.
So let's speak it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's put this man on blast right now, right? And so so I it's like a midnight, right? It's like a Sunday night.
Right.
I decide, let's go get some gains because we need to grind. So I was like, this would be a great time too because no one's gonna be there. Yeah, it's a Sunday. No one's usually there at a certain time. Certain days of the week, certain people aren't gonna be there.
Yeah. Andrew,
So
have you heard this story?
Yes.
Okay.
So I decided to go there, and I haven't told on the internet though. So
that's why I asked you to bring it up.
I decided to go there, and everything's going good. I warmed up. I was ready. I sat down for a second. This dude comes up to me, and he's like, "I swear I've seen you before." I'm like, "You haven't seen me before." He's like, I swear you have." I'm like, "No." He's like, "I swear I know you." I'm like, "I don't know you."
You're a niche internet micro celebrity.
And then he's like, he said his name, and I'm like, "I don't know who you are." And he's like, "I don't know you either." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, I told him, he's like, "Who do you relate to?" And I told my brother. He's like, "Yeah, I know that one." I'm like, "Oh, okay." We'll get. There's a reason I'm leaving that part in the story. We'll get back to that at the end of the story. But I'm like, okay. So we're just sitting there.
Right.
We're just doing that, and then he just randomly just starts like he's still talking about stuff, and then I went.
Andrew's not engaged at all.
I'm talking.
So I go back to my squats and shit, and then he's like, "Oh, yeah, man, my girlfriend broke up with me," and I'm like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "Yeah, she cheated on me with somebody I thought was gay."
That's a crazy just quote.
And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then he starts going on about how heartbroken he was. I'm like, "Dude, how old are you?" He's like 17. I'm like, "Okay."
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Why do you have a membership?
Okay, that's another thing too. He was not there when I got there, so where the fuck he came from, I still don't know. So
he was just in the bathroom.
yeah, he was fucking around in the bathroom. He came from the vents. So
The vents.
yeah. So
it's like FNAF at Fred.
so it's Among Us. So after I'm done I'm dying in these fucking squats, and he's giving me the look of, "You done? Okay, cool." So I can go back to. I'm like, "Damn, what the fuck?" So I'm like, "Okay, he's not fucking off." And then he's like, then is where the shit starts getting weird. So then he looks at me and he's like, and he says he was talking about something. I'm not fucking paying attention. And then he's like, "If you were gay, how would you look at me?" And I'm like, "Huh?" And so,
you should've just said mid.
and I stood there and stared at him. I'm like, "Oh, you actually want me to do it?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, if you were gay," now, I'm not saying you are, but if you were, how would you look at me? So I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I want you to look me up and down, like if you were gay." And I'm like, "Okay, no."
This is definitely like surface level experimentation with the sexuality. He's like, okay, let me see
with a
man.
random string.
Yeah,
Well, then
yeah. Let me see a random man just like express interest.
And then he just
in me and
ran,
see how I
yeah,
feel.
just screaming random fucking gay slurs and shit like that. And I'm like, okay. So
He's gotta prove he's not gay.
He's allowed. He's allowed to say.
And
He's part of the community.
that made me more uncomfortable because I'm like, if somebody walks in here and hears you screaming this shit, this is gonna be really awkward.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, cool. I gotta go to the other side of the gym. It's either he's gonna follow me, Or because I was waiting for a second to see if he'd fuck off, but he wouldn't. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna either go there. He's either and at the same time, my headphones just like broke, only for this period of time. It somehow got refixed the next day. So I don't know if this was a sign from God or whatever the fuck. Like I don't know.
God
what
was like, no, you must.
because it broke. Because here's the weird thing is, my headphones broke as soon as I got to the gym. As soon as I got there, but the next morning they were perfectly fine.
This was God's.
So I'm
try.
thinking like something weird's happening with this. Something like it's like all the stars are aligning that something was leading up to this moment. so I couldn't put my head. Oh, camera.
Yo, what up, webcam?
Camera, welcome back to the podcast.
Anyway, back to Jim's story.
Back to Jim's story. So we went. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go over there. He follows.
Shit real fast.
All right.
Okay.
You told the story.
He follows me, and I'm like, okay. So I'm stuck in this now, and then he hits me that he's like, oh, I'm not here to work out. I'm here to hang out. I'm like, cool.
You have a membership to hang out? How
And
lonely are
and
you?
he starts flexing about his money and shit like that. I'm like, okay. And he's like,
Bro, you're 17.
yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. It's still going on. I'm like, okay. And then he's like saying how heartbroken he is, but then he's like, yeah, I got this bitch lined up. I'm gonna go see her tonight. Yada yada yada. And I'm like, obviously you're not that fucking heartbroken if that's the case. If you have someone lined up. And then he gives his whole fucking lecture about, oh, you know how you have to have someone lined up afterwards. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, no, you know. I'm like, no,
Sir, this
that's
is
just.
Wendy's.
I'm sorry, I don't have other people lined up because I value my relationship. Like, like what the fuck? Because let's be real. If you have someone lined up afterwards, you're not into that relationship.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have other priorities.
Yep.
Like, so the fact that he says how heartbroken he was about this, I'm like, obviously you weren't that heartbroken then. So that was Discord. So we went. So he's still following me around, and then he's like, bro, I have nothing against gay people, but it is against my religion. And I was like,
That is I don't know. They're just not allowed to exist.
And I was like, okay. I tried to have like, and like, I should have just told him to fuck off. But so he's still following me around everywhere. He's telling me about his love life and shit like that, and all the dates he went on. I'm like, okay, yup, okay. He's like, but I got this girl lined up. I'm gonna go see her 12:30. 12:30 rolls around. He's not leaving. So I'm like, oh, where's that girl? And he's like, oh, I'm going there like 1. He didn't leave at 1. So he's still continuing on whatever the fuck he's talking about. I'm not paying attention at this point. So I'm just trying to get some gains. So and then he's like, it's so nice to talk to a stranger about this stuff. And I'm like,
And you're just like, yep.
I'm like, yeah, I'm having a great time. You know, I think he was having a great time. I wasn't having a great time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, whatever. So I went to go do my ab circuit on the floor. I'm doing my shit, and then he's like, I have like one more round left, and he's like, oh, then you'll finally be done working out. And I'm like, the fuck you mean talking about you're gonna be finally done working out? You followed me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Talking about that shit. Fuck off. So, in the midst of this, because we had to talk about the religion stuff earlier, he starts talking about like Andrew Tate. And I'm like, fuck. So he's like, I don't see what Andrew Tate does wrong.
My brother.
Anyone with half a fucking brain.
Have you heard him talk about women?
Yeah. Like, as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, fuck. So, like, don't get me wrong, Andrew Tate knows how to talk to lost men. He knows how to talk to lost men, all
Knows
right.
how to manipulate people, yeah.
Yeah. So, so he's like, what did he do that was so wrong? I said it was so bad. I'm like, okay, I'll just give you one example real quick, because I didn't fucking care about having this argument with him, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, we're gonna talk about the fact that he said, like, you know, girls can't go out and leave the house, something like that. They should stay indoors when they're with him or something like that. The men can have multiple wives, but if the girl does it, it's a problem and stuff like multiple girlfriends or whatever, it's a problem. And then I'm like, and then he's like, but bro, that's his religion.
it's a culture thing. It's not good.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, okay, people can have like whatever they want.
Yeah,
with
like
what they're doing.
if
you want that, that's fine.
like if you want like to just have like a normal housewife or something, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like the problem of forcing that.
He
onto other
preaches
people.
it,
Yeah,
though.
if you preach your own morals, it's kind of weird.
I feel like that's the problem. He when he says stuff like, it's like he's not saying. He seems like he's more preaching for men to do it, and it's really
he wants people to have his line of thinking, which is really not good.
Yeah, so when some of the stuff he talks, like, it's like, this reminds me of middle school. Like, this reminds how we used to all talk in middle school.
Yeah, he's like a
And
35-year-old man.
And don't act like you didn't talk like that in middle school either.
Yeah, we talked like that. We
Like-
watched Filthy Frank and he said
Yeah.
the N-word.
Whoa.
That's true.
What? I didn't say fucking slurs.
Oh, you didn't.
No.
People did in middle school.
Yeah, I did it.
Because they watched
Don't say
Filthy
we
Frank.
all. No, I didn't. What the fuck? I knew better than that shit. So, but you're true. That is a lot of people did say that. I knew better than
Mostly because of Filthy Frank.
that. And so, yeah, that was the only thing I had. Like I like iDubbbz and Filthy Frank and all them, but they did give it kind of brings in that situation where it's like they did give him passes to say, well, Filthy Frank said it, so I can say it, kind of thing. You know?
but that's middle school.
Yeah, and so.
And we're all dumb.
And so that was the only thing. Like I said, I like it. I like iDubbbz and I like it with Frank. That was the only thing that was always iffy about that part, is because like how they would say slurs like that. But H3H is a perfect example.
Of
doing
it unironically.
Yeah, and then he was like, "Oh, iDubbbz said it, so I can say it."
Like Filthy Frank was always a gag already.
Yeah.
Like, it was supposed to be like Filthy Frank was supposed to be like the trash, like white trash.
Yeah.
And that's why he would like say the N-word to emphasize that white trash of him. But H3 says it unironically on a podcast. It's like, H3, what are you doing?
And that's why I feel like he was the perfect example of he did it, so I can do it.
Yeah.
That's why I felt like when they were saying that stuff, it was a little about because of that. So, but continue on with Andrew Tate. Yeah, he's like, but it's religion, doesn't make it right. That's in my head. That's just, you can do whatever you want, but it doesn't at the same time make it right because he's preaching it. And what the problem is with Andrew Tate is he's basically taking advantage of young men, lost men, lost men. That's what I'm going to say, lost men, because they're like, oh, we should go listen to this. And like I said, with his hard work ideas and shit like that, I'm on board with that.
He adds justifiable statement.
Yeah,
Crazy ass idea.
Like, I agree with him on the fact of like,
TikTok outro.
like people should take care of themselves, work out, go to the gym. I agree with that. It's like, take care of yourself, but like, and mentally take care of yourself and stuff like that. Like, I agree with all that, but like, we get into but then you talk about fucking women, then it's like crazy as shit. So, but afterwards he's like, the dude at the gym's like, hey, I don't know if you're religion, but you should. And I'm like, I'm just kind of here. I mean, that's what it is. And he's like, well, you should really be in a religion. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, you should really go. And I'm like, okay, I'm not.
That's not how that works.
It's 1 a.m. at this point. I'm not having this fucking conversation at 1 a.m. So he's still go.
We're still on this.
Yeah, because we had a whole tangent there for a second. But
was it the Andrew Tate one?
yeah,
Overheard?
yeah, we had a whole tangent about Andrew Tate there for a second. And
Nice.
iDubbbz and Filthy Frank.
What are they?
Because we were talking about like because you know how when
The idea of manipulating dumb.
and it gives people like the okay to do it because he did it, so I can do it kind of thing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I loved Filthy Frank and iDubbbz, but when they were saying like the N-word and stuff like that, I was
Right.
like, the only issue with that is H3H is a perfect example. He thought it was okay because iDubbbz said it, and then he just started saying crazy fucking shit with it, and it's like
so. Looking back on it now, I don't even think it was good for iDubbbz to be saying
No.
it like at all.
no.
But at least he had a point behind it that he was trying to make, and that point was like somewhat valid.
Even with like Filthy Frank, the character of Filthy Frank was supposed to be like the white trash.
Yeah, so like
Absolute
Filthy
filth.
Frank is way more excusable than iDubbbz, and even that's not like great. But I look at that in the same way that I look at like the first episode of Always Sunny in Philly,
And that's
where they all say it.
And that's why we were like talking about the Andrew Tate thing. Like Andrew Tate does stuff and gives lost men the excuse to go do that stuff too, because they're like, oh, Andrew Tate did it, so I can go do it.
Yeah.
You know, treat women like shit. He treats women like shit. I can go treat women like shit. You know.
Yeah.
So, but just so we don't get a little too much off topic. So basically, we're at the end of the story anyways.
Oh.
But he's like, yeah, talk about finally and get out of the gym. Like, okay. And so
what religion did he say?
Christianity.
Oh my god.
So-
he's gay.
Because remember, it's against his religion.
True.
So me and
Like that whole conversation was as close to experimenting as his religion will allow him to get.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then he's just following me to the locker room, and then he basically indirectly threatens me. He's like, listen, man, because he's talking about how he used to fight people. He's like, listen, man, if you disrespect me right here, I'd have to beat the living shit out of you. But I respect you, so I'm not gonna do that. And I'll be real, I could put up. I could.
Very Christian of him.
I'll be.
I don't think he could have beat.
He was smaller, but the problem was he had a lot more mass on him than I do. Like he feels like he could pack a punch.
Are you not like agile?
What do you mean?
Like agile?
Also, you
Like-
were just got done
Like,
at the
can you
gym,
not,
so
like-
you're
Yeah, I
Probably still have
can,
to weigh.
but like I feel like I don't know. I feel like
All you gotta do is sidestep the punch him in the throat.
he should have shown me his knuckles of what he did to the other guy. And it had like scars on his knuckles and shit like that. I'm like,
Oh, he's trying so fucking hard.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to do shit.
and I was like,
He's
"Ugh."
compensating for something, and it's his inability to actually fight.
And so we walked, and then he walked me out, and then he walked me out, and I was like, fuck. And then he's like, and then he starts talking more, and I'm like, listen, dude, it's 11 degrees out. I am going home. And I waited in my car until he left. Now, we'll go back to what he talked about my brother. My brother doesn't know who that is. Yep.
Wait,
Damn.
he said he knew your brother?
Yeah, at the
Which
beginning.
one?
I'm not going to say.
Oh, that's right.
You forgot that we're recording a podcast.
I'll assume whatever one.
But what do I, yeah, so.
You gotta start pointing that at whoever's talking.
No.
Okay.
But, that was the gym story. Clipped. You have
That
to
whole thing.
Clip it and
Yeah.
ship it.
You could cut out the Andrew Tate bits when,
That's
when
true.
you're like doing the clip itself.
You're right.
So because or me re-explaining to you what me and Andrew just talked about,
Yeah.
because that was just me just re-explaining it. So
Oh.
'cause I felt we had a decent conversation about that. I gotta leave here in a minute. So if you
Damn.
guys, whatever you guys want to talk about next.
We can talk for a
Culver's.
few more minutes, I guess.
All right.
Culver's?
Yeah, you guys want to talk about Culver's?
Yeah, we'll talk about Culver's.
We should.
I got a video about Culver's in the works too. It's not a big video. It's probably also a poop shitter.
All right, Gagglers.
Oh, we forgot to intro it. What's Gagglin, Gagglers? I'm sorry.
Cut that into the intro.
No. It wouldn't be the same.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
right. It wouldn't be the same.
This is the intro. Now we're on to the 3-hour topic.
All right, see you later.
Goodbye.
What should we talk about? What happened? There were a lot of trailers. Should we talk about those? Cocaine Bear?
Oh, I didn't see the Cocaine Bear trailer.
It's really good. I think it's pretty funny.
Let me see. Let me fucking.
If you guys don't know what Cocaine Bear is, the premise is that
The bear finds cocaine.
the bear finds
That's the
cocaine
whole thing.
and does cocaine, and
Yeah.
then it's written by the same people who wrote the Lego movie and Into the Spider-Verse. It's a crazy writer lineup, and I
I'm
think it's going
so
to be
excited.
I think it's going to be really good. Yeah, let's watch it live reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. What is that?
Beth, we should go.
Millions of dollars worth of
Damn.
cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter.
Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey,
This
Henry,
trailer
check
is
it
so
out.
good. It's like an
Something
intense,
got
like
into it. A deer, maybe.
like a blockbuster.
A
but then
lot
it's
of
just like,
cocaine.
Inspired by
was
true
lost.
events.
oh yeah, this happened.
What?
Yeah.
Did he actually kill a bunch of people?
Let's see what kind of effect that has on.
I think this is exaggerated, but yeah, this happened.
The bear, it fucking did cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was far.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Why did that actually make me jump?
Oh shit.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with the man forever.
Apex predator. High on cocaine. Out of its mind. Oh man, you fucked.
What the fuck is wrong with that bear?
Shoot it!
Bear freedom!
And don't ever come down!
We have such good luck in nature.
Wild.
It looks so good.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, it's like all the lines in it, like in the trailer, are really good. Like
Okay, let's adjust the camera so we're better in frame. Now that
it's like the guy
Morgan's
freaking
gone.
out, just doing like the bear did cocaine.
How the fuck do I adjust this?
The focus?
Yeah.
Is
it not this?
It's this, I think. Wait, move your hand.
Oh, I got it.
Wait.
No, not focus. I was trying to adjust the zoom. And I think I did adjust the focus on it
Wait,
too.
move your hand. There we go. There. But yeah, the like
Move back.
the over like the voiceover where it's like apex predator, high on cocaine. It's so good. I think that's my most hyped movie.
Honestly,
this year.
yeah. What else is coming out?
Transformers is a new one.
Oh boy.
I'm actually excited for it.
Are you?
Yeah, 'cause
Why?
it's not Michael Bay.
Is it the same like continuity as the Michael Bay movie?
I think it's I don't think it is. I think it's the same continuity as the Bumblebee movie.
I'm excited now
Search
too.
the trailer.
I'm excited now
Search
too.
the trailer. Keep it muted while I talk about it.
Yeah.
I think it's called Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Hold on, I got.
And
those.
first, I was not excited for it because I thought it was just gonna take place during like dinosaur era,
Yeah.
and it was just gonna be dinosaur Transformers. I was like,
I'd be excited for that.
I would, but like the animated series that it was based off of, I wasn't really hyped for it because I didn't like the animated show that it was based off of.
Damn.
But
there's always room for
yeah,
improvement.
But I saw the trailer. I love the character design. It's so good. I saw a bunch of people on Twitter complaining about like, oh, Optimus Prime looks so dumb now. I'm like, dude, this is the best glow up of him I've ever seen.
Oh, not.
He looks like classic, very classic Transformer Optimus Prime. And Bumblebee changed the car he is, but he still looks the same as he was in the Bumblebee movie.
Okay.
Also, Transformer Monkey.
Haven't the Transformers always been able to like change what car they are?
Yeah. Look at that Optimus Prime, it's so sick! Monkey! It's so cool.
Dude, that's him.
It is him. And they got the same voice actor, which I'm glad.
That was a good actor choice. Yeah, I agree.
Bumblebee. He looks so good. They changed a lot of the... I think it's gonna be good. I hope John Cena shows up again and says there's a door in my way.
Did we ever find out what happens if Transformers transforms with the person inside it? They get crushed.
In some of the animated shows, they transform, but like there's a pocket in their chest.
Oh, okay.
That's the only one that I've ever seen. Because in the
I'd
animated
like the
show,
Transformer to kill someone by doing that.
in the animated show, like he transformed while the girl was in him, and I was like, oh no, he just killed her. And then it opened up, and I was like, okay, fine, because I saw like a bunch of the YouTube animated shorts where it's like, I killed him. What was the name? I killed him or something. I don't know. What was the guy's name? Sam Witwicky. Yeah, that guy's name. But yeah, this is really cool, especially Monkey.
big monkey robot.
Monkey.
Oh, and he's a person robot too. Whoa.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Oh, we see it turn into animal.
Dude, it
and
turned to
plug it
beast.
back to a regular one.
Dope.
Oh, he waved.
Oh, and then there's that. That's cool.
Oh, that was sick as hell.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Yeah, that one's really cool too. Yeah, those are the two most hyped movies.
Goddamn.
I can't wait for them. And then there's Guardians 3.
I'm
I'm
kind of hyped for it.
I'm hype, but I'm also scared because I
Yeah.
know it's the last one.
Yeah. I also am just not interested in the MCU overall at this point.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm just interested in James Gunn. I almost said Games John.
Yeah.
But yeah, James
He's
Gunn.
the reason I have faith in DC now.
Because that's his last MCU movie, so I want to see it.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the Christmas special.
I haven't either.
I've heard it's okay. That's all I wanted from it.
Yeah.
So
I
didn't
mean, it
want
didn't
to
need
be
to be
terrible.
anything amazing. It just
Yeah.
needed to be like, oh, it's just a little bit of Guardians content. Here you go.
It's just like the Star Wars Christmas special.
What is it, like 50 minutes?
Yeah, it's like an hour.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, that's about what I expected. Alright, that's not bad.
yep.
I'll watch that at some point, probably.
Mm-hmm.
What else is coming out?
I think that's it. With the
Fuck.
good stuff. There's Indiana Jones, but I haven't seen the trailer for it.
I don't
Corbin's
care
hyped
about
up.
that. I don't care about that.
I'll see it.
I'll see it, but I'm not.
I don't want to watch the trailer.
I don't have super high hopes for it. I have like no hopes. I'm going in without expectations.
I'm excited for Dune 2.
I'm excited for Dune 2 too.
There's no trailer yet. I think it's going to drop summer next year.
Drat.
Because
The-
it comes
the
out.
movie or the trailer?
The trailer.
Okay.
Because the movie should come out around winter of next year. So,
Okay.
winter, fall area. Because I think that's when it came out,
Yeah.
2021. That movie was so good.
Hmm.
I loved it. Mostly from the cinematography.
One thing about the MCU I am curious about. So Deadpool 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is confirmed to take place in the MCU.
Yep.
Is it going to retroactively make Deadpool 1 and 2 also take place in the MCU? How is that going to work?
I feel like
Is it going to be some multiverse shenanigans?
I think it will
or-
probably be a slight multiverse tomfoolery.
I don't want that. I don't want them to just like transplant him universe to universe because I've always felt like that just doesn't
Or-
make a whole lot of sense.
Or Ryan Reynolds would just show up on screen and just be like, "Hey, we're here now."
Yeah.
That'll be all of the multiverse
I would
shenanigans.
prefer that. I would prefer it to like start with like Deadpool in a Disney office, like getting a memo.
like
just,
She-Hulk,
Yeah.
but it's way better.
Yeah, and just he's in like a meeting with like 3 Disney reps, 2 or 3 Disney reps. And
Kevin
just, like,
Feige.
Yeah, Kevin
Bob-
Feige himself
Bob
playing
Iger.
himself. Wait, no, the Kevin robot from the She-Hulk finale
That guy
in
Bob
the Disney
Iger.
headquarters meets with Deadpool and says, "Hey, so these universes are the same."
No, and Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is there.
Oh yeah,
also.
they're separate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be good.
I think that'd be good.
Mhm.
That'd be really funny. And then, or like Ryan Reynolds is going through a box in like the
Mhm.
basement, and he's like he grabs like the Fox
Mhm.
X-Men universe, takes and just dumps it into the MCU box, and he's like I'm here to
And they
cause
just
chaos.
and they
baby."
just never acknowledge the 2 Quicksilvers. Wanda's dead. We don't need to worry about it.
That's true. We don't have to care.
He's just here now.
Yep.
This is the new one.
There are no ramifications. It's fine. I'd
It's
be
all
down
good.
for that.
That would be so funny.
Because, like, they obviously don't care about their multiverse having a structure. So just, like, screw it.
yeah,
Just do whatever.
like Kevin Feige is so full of shit when he says
He's
there's
not-
some big plan
he's
to
not good.
everything. He's
The people who carried Phase 1 through 3 were the directors
Yeah.
and writers, trying to keep his plan intact.
Mhm.
It was like, shut up.
yeah. It was like shut up.
Yeah, he does nothing.
Yeah.
I think,
Fuck, we said we weren't going to talk about superheroes this
but
episode.
we're here.
Shit.
I think James Gunn will do a better job than Kevin Feige.
I do too.
Even though James Gunn isn't really experienced in like being a executive of the executive,
Yeah.
I think he'll do good.
And I think
Especially-
he's still like in charge of directing some individual like shows and movies too. Like he's
Yeah,
still
he
doing
still has
Peacemaker
his-
season 2. I think there's a
He has
second
his
spin-off.
he has his Suicide Squad stuff that
Yeah.
he's gonna do. But yeah, I'm excited, and I think he'll do better.
I think his direct involvement with some of the actual projects is going to be a big factor in like
Yeah.
making the universe as a whole.
I think he will understand letting directors just do what they want.
Yeah. Obviously,
Especially-
to a certain extent, there has to be continuity. There has
Yeah.
to be like.
He'll just come in and be like, "Hey, this happens after this, and this happens before this. Make sure that line lines up."
James Gunn, if you're watching this, please let me write a movie with just some throwaway characters that DC owns the rights to and has nothing planned for.
Let me do Superman.
No, I'm doing Superman.
doing
After I prove myself with this movie.
All right.
I need. I have actually an idea for a movie that I want to take place in the the DCU.
The MCU with Superman. Yo.
And I need like a vaguely Superman type character because I'm pretty sure DC owns the rights to like 50 of them because they went through buying a bunch of like studios that copied them, or not studios but like comic makers.
I
That's
might,
how they
I
got
might make
Shazam.
a. I might make a. Yeah, that is right. How they got Shazam.
Mhm. They
That's
have
crazy.
like a bunch of other ones just like him in the vault.
I'm probably gonna make a Superman fan film at some point.
I'm gonna make the Superman actual film. Let me write Man of Steel 2. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious.
Don't call it Man of Steel, please.
I'm not calling it Man
I
of Steel.
think Man
2.
of Steel is cringe.
I'm gonna call it Superman : something.
Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Tomorrow is a good title.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm gonna call it that.
Superman, the movie. Back to the old days.
I had the idea of Superman Afterlife.
Isn't that a thing though? Like a comic run?
It might be, but here's the thing: comics get like
Nobody cares about
movies and
comics.
shows titled after them all the time without actually being adaptations of them.
Yeah.
So like, who cares?
Yeah.
Afterlife is a good title because
Or
it's like,
All-Star.
oh, he came back to life. So it's like,
Or All Star Superman.
no.
The one where he's dying, so he goes out and does a bunch of cool shit.
Yeah,
I like that run.
that's a good run, but that's not what I'm adapting.
I
I'm
would-
not adapting anything. This is an original Superman story.
Oh god.
I know what I'm doing.
You sound like Zack Snyder.
No, okay.
But better.
Yeah,
'Cause Man
yeah.
of Steel sucks. Hey,
My Lex Luthor is gonna be Jeff Bezos.
can your Lex Luthor be Robert Downey Jr.? Please.
Yeah, fuck it, sure.
That'd be really funny.
I'll let Jesse Eisenberg audition for the role, for like some continuity, a chance at it. But
And then you're just gonna
it-
shut down him shut him down.
No, I'll let him
Because-
play the role if he does it well. It's just gonna be a more classic
That's
take on
the
Lex
guy
Luthor.
that does it originally.
Yeah.
And I hate him. No, make
I
him
think he has
make
potential
him
to do
make
it
him
good.
get buff.
Yeah,
That's all I want, and also
Mhm.
bald, and don't do the voice crack thing.
yeah.
I want him to be an alpha.
He hit puberty in prison.
male. He has face tattoos now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good. Hey, the 10-year anniversary of Man of Steel is coming next year,
Damn,
I'm
and
gonna
we
make-
still haven't gotten a sequel. That's crazy.
and I'm gonna make a video trashing on it for its 10-year anniversary.
Here's the thing:
I
I
don't
don't hate Man of Steel at all.
I hate.
I know. I know you do.
Everything.
I know you.
I
Yeah.
hate a lot of stuff.
You do, man. You are a skeptical dude.
I am.
You are a thief of joy. You're a bad person.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's how we're ending it.
Yep. Goodbye. Good episode. So are we gonna play Fall Guys tonight when Corbin gets off work?
Probably.